I love you.
Rocky, I didn't sleep all night last night.
Really? What happened, Tootsie?
Well, because Stanley the dog was just barking and barking and barking and barking all night, and you know why?
Why?
Because there were bears. Bears were coming down for the bird feeders, and Stanley's a watchdog, so he was protecting us. But he barked all night, so I was safe, but I couldn't sleep. What do you think about that, Rocky?
Wow, it reminds me of the second tenet of the Zen Peacemakers.
What's that, Rocky?
It's called bearing witness. And you know what I just thought of?
What?
Stanley was keeping you from being able to bear witness to the bears, and in the same way, our brain keeps us from bearing witness to whatever we're encountering.
I don't follow you, Rocky. Could you explain?
Yeah. So our brain has all these things called concepts and ideas and whatever. And when we see something, instead of experiencing it as it is, we reach for one of those concepts and say, oh, that's what it is. So Stanley, in the same way, he thinks that bears is a problem, and he wants to guard us against the problem. He doesn't want us to bear witness to the bears, so he barks. Just like the brain reaches for these concepts. Stanley smells and hears and whatever a bear, and instead of saying, hello, bear, or just being with the bear and playing, he barks. Oh, you're a bad guy, and you got to stay away from my friends Rocky and Tootsie.
But I don't want to get close to a bear. I don't want to experience a bear, Rocky. A bear, you know what a bear can do to me?
What?
Maybe he'll eat me.
Oh, God. Well, bearing witness to the bear doesn't mean you stay around and be his meal.
So what does it mean, Rocky?
It means you experiencing it as it is, and it starts growling, and you know what you do?
What?
You run the hell out of there. That is what I would call a loving action. You experience the bear as it is. It's growling, and it looks like it wants to eat you for lunch or for supper, whichever time of the day it is. And your loving action is you get the hell out of there.
But Rocky, there are lots of things I don't want to experience as they are. I don't want to. I'm just scared.
Yeah, well, that's the function of the brain, to keep us scared, man.
But aren't there things you're scared of, Rocky, that you don't want to experience?
Yeah, and I don't experience those. So, but my practice is to try to learn how to keep bearing witness to the things I don't want to do, because then I grow. And in my opinion, if I can bear witness to these things that I'm afraid of, then I become a bigger. I can see the world in a bigger way.
But Rocky, I mean, when we watched television last night, and our other dog, Boobale, the pit bull, you know what she does? She farts all the time.
Oh.
I didn't see you wanting to experience that.
No way, Jose. Yeah, so there are lots of things that my system doesn't want to bear witness to, man.
And Rocky, I don't want, like, if something happens to you and you get sick and you get, like, really sick,
Yeah.
Rocky, I don't want to experience that.
No, well, but you could bear witness to
I don't want to bear witness to your getting sick. And what happens if something happens to you?
Well, you'll know what to do. If you bear witness, you'll know what to do when I get sick. If you don't want to bear witness, then you're sort of rejecting me just because I got sick.
Oh, Rocky, you're so brave and you're so tough. You can bear witness to anything, but there are lots of things I'm scared of bearing witness to.
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes, man. And I'm also with you. Lots of things I'm afraid to bear witness to.
Like what, Rocky?
Oh, uh, maybe too much intimacy. That still scares me, so I gotta work on how to bear witness to intimacy.
But Rocky, you know what that reminds me of?
What?
You like to witness it when I'm bare. That's another bearing witness.
Yeah, but that leads us into the next time we talk. That leads us into the third tenet of the 10 Peacemakers. That is loving action.
Ooh, let's go do some loving action, Rocky.
Yeah. I want to be witness to that. Okay.
Okay.